Bomb crypto has been getting more and more popular. The price of the B coin is getting higher and higher, and a lot of people are considering joining the game. But there are a few things you need to know before you invest in the game. Well, let's get to them. The first one is quite easy to find out about, but a lot of people still don't know it. The game is not fully automatic. Although your heroes will destroy chests automatically, you still have to put them to work. Every time their stamina hits 0, they will start sleeping, and this sleep will last until you go to your heroes menu and click work. A very important thing to note here, if your heroes are working and still have a little bit of stamina left, even 1 point, and you close the game without clicking on rest, they will not recover stamina. They only go into rest mode automatically once their stamina reaches 0. So keep this in mind whenever you plan on closing the game halfway through. Number 2 is, the game can be quite heavy, particularly CPU intensive. Look at my stats here. Okay, my laptop is not exactly the strongest out there, but it is still capable of running most modern games comfortably. So for people with weak or old laptops, it might slow things down for you. If you are planning on keeping the game open, all the while browsing the internet or playing another game, the CPU usage here might stop you from doing that. That is very important to know, as the game needs to be open for you to acquire your B coins. Number 3. The game can be quite buggy. It is very common to place your heroes on the map and have a few of them just stand still, stuck between some blocks. For those who just click on work and immediately minimize the tab, it might be worth checking if your best hero is stuck or not before you change tabs. And if it is the case, all you have to do is put them to rest and place them in the field once more by clicking on work to reset their position. Granted, this problem is not exactly a deal breaker, as if you have other good heroes, they will eventually destroy the blocks, keeping your other hero stuck. But if you only have a few heroes and most of them are commons, then it could be a problem, as they might never clear the whole map in one go and they might not reach the blocks that are keeping that one stuck. More rarely, heroes can also go outside the boundaries of the game and stay there stuck, requiring you to put them to rest and place them in the field once more to reset their position. Number 4. You probably won't make max profits. A lot of people check the simulator and believe they will be hitting max profits easily, or even average profits. But that can depend on a series of factors, like how much stamina your heroes have, how fast they spend that stamina, and whether or not you have access to a computer for the majority of the day. An example is some heroes will need only 2 hours to completely recover their stamina, while others might need up to 15 hours. Which means if your team has many heroes with different recovery rates, you might need to check your game as often as 2 hours. And for people who work full-time in an office, that might not be possible. Before we get to the last one, if you made it this far, consider following me on Twitch, the Uragano. I will be streaming NFT games starting with Mir 4, and since I always get lots of questions in the comments, there I can answer them in more detail. Number 5. You might need to wait a bit before you can claim your B coins. In its current state, the game only allows players to claim their B coins if they have more than 40. Which means that the weaker your team, the longer you have to wait before you can sell your B coins for a profit. And it can take a long time in some cases. Look at my example. I got a super rare and 1 common hero. It takes me around 20 days to reach the 40 minimum. So keep that in mind before buying into the game. If you plan on speculating and you want to sell your coins for the highest price, you might want to consider buying more heroes to ensure you will be able to reach the 40 minimum as quickly as possible. An extra here would be the simulator I mentioned before. You input heroes and their stats and you can figure out more or less how much you can expect to make per day. It's pretty useful. If you are fine with all of the things I mentioned, this might be the game for you. Remember, this is not financial advice, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. This is an investment, and like all others, it carries risk with it. If you enjoyed the video and want more content like this, consider subscribing. It really helps me out. Well, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.